Hello to my subscribers. Okay, so apologies, I was unable to complete the live readings for yesterday. I've got 4 more star signs to do. Those of you who are looking for your reading for the 26th of August through to the 1st of September, we have Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, and Libra to do. So you can join me for this or watch this later. I have timestamped the previous video. So go into the description box below, click on your timestamp for your sign, and then there we go. And I will do the same after this. All right. So the first star sign for the 26th of August through to the 1st of September, we are looking at Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, we will be quite brief with this, but let us have a look. So we'll get a theme for you for the week. Oh, what is Sagittarius' theme for the 26th? There's too many cards. Through to the 1st of August. Okay. Sagittarius, we've got forgiveness. So you'll be exploring the art of forgiveness. It is an art because you have to master it. Usually forgiveness starts with the self first before we can forgive others. All right. So you are exploring that this week. Right. We're going to do a cross of truth. It tells me where you're at, what you desire, what's working in your favor, the challenge, and the outcome. Okay, base of your reading, I'm going to lay them all out, do the clarifying before I show you. Okay, it just makes it a little bit simpler. Okay, current energy, the High Priestess, the desire, the Devil. Okay, what's working in your favor, Temperance. The challenge this week is the Three of Cups, and the outcome is the Sun. My goodness, Sagittarius, out of a 5-card spread, we've got 4 major arcana, so it's quite a big week for you. All right, let me clarify. So very positive moving ahead. I'm very curious to know why that Devil card is there for the desire. But sometimes that's, taking things a little bit to the extreme. Perhaps you're enjoying partying a lot, or relaxation, bit of decadence, or maybe you are enjoying more times in the bedroom, whatever the case may be. Let us clarify. Okay. And then we'll talk through it all. Okay, under the High Priestess, we have the King of Cups. Under the Devil, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Under the Temperance, we've got the Justice card. Under the Three of Cups, we've got the Four of Swords. And under the Sun, we have the Tower. Oh, okay. So Sagittarius, you start the week off in a beautiful energy, right? We've got the High Priestess there with the King of Cups. Okay, so basically what that's saying is you're feeling very intuitive, you're feeling very in touch with the ether, very in touch with your emotional body. I feel real kind of flowy, perhaps feeling a little bit spacey as you start the week. Okay, but you really are following your heart, you're connecting to your heart. Okay, and perhaps you're picking up on there could be a significant person in your life that you are sensing energy from as well, who would be depicted as King of Cups. Male or female in a general reading, it doesn't matter. It's really a person who's really in touch. They're emotionally intelligent, basically. That's the best way to put it. Okay. Now, with the desire, we've got the Devil with the King, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So what we have here is that I feel like there's a desire to push forward, to in terms of work. I'm sort of sensing, because it's a pentacle card which talks about pentacles, I feel like you're wanting to forge ahead. Now, forging ahead, I'm feeling more so with regards to work, but it could also be with relationships or with health remedies or with your sense of spirituality. But I do feel like there's an intensity behind your motivation at the moment for the week. Okay, where you're wanting to really forge ahead and make stuff happen. But the Knight of Pentacles is showing up to basically say slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so whatever you're trying to kind of forge ahead on, it might be a good idea just to step back and just to apply a little bit less pressure on the accelerator, okay, or even on the brakes. Just find that middle happy ground, okay, because I do feel more of a kind of a workaholic kind of energy over the course of the week, which may just need a little bit softening, okay. What's working, the reason I say that as well is because what's working in your favor is we've got the Temperance with the Justice card, okay. So what Spirit here is saying, actually what's working for you this week is to take your time and balance, all right? Both cards represent balance. Temperance sometimes turns one thing into another. It's about patience, about tempering it down, just taking it down a notch a little bit, okay? Because when we forge ahead, sometimes it tends to be a bit of a forceful nature, and we find it quite difficult to allow things, the natural energies to flow, okay. So what's working in your favor is if you soften that, okay, and be able to blend what you've got into something else, okay, it will be very prosperous for you. With the Justice card, if any of you are dealing with any legal situations, it is favorably aspected, but again, don't push it. Just allow the system and the situation to unfold gradually, all right? Now, what's working as a challenge this week is we've got the Three of Cups with the Four of Swords. So it seems to me that this week may be presenting quite a lot of the social events or networking or coming together with others, but or being invited for a lot of things, but actually what you really need is a break, okay, with the Four of Swords there. What you really need is just to slow it down just a little bit, okay? So things could be extremely exciting for you this week, but it may put you in the pulse, in the rhythm of working hard, playing hard, and actually both need to just soften down a little. As it relates to yeah, I feel like you just need a bit of time out actually, because it's quite strong, big energy, and I know you want to make the most of it, but actually by making the most of it, it's actually stepping back a wee bit. Okay, the outcome is the Sun with the Tower. So we have this beautiful surprise coming in for you by the end of the week. Both major arcana, so I don't have much detail on this, but what I will say is it's prosperous, it's positive, it's exciting, it's happy, and it's going to knock your socks off. Okay, so maybe that is someone coming towards you. Maybe that's that King of Cups energy that's coming towards you. But I do feel that you're going to see the light by the end of the week, that if you slow down a little bit, you actually get more done, or that if you relax, things come more like easier to you, but very abundant energy that is going to be a bit of like a bit of a shock. Now we do have the Tower coming up with low star signs at the moment, so we're going to probably be having quite a lot of global shocks as well. So just to be in awareness of that, but illumination, understanding it, seeing it for what it really is actually always more empowering than disempowering, okay, rather than having the blinkers on. And you may be even sensing that at the beginning of the week. All right, so Sagittarius, we'll get a message from Spirit to end off this reading. What does Sagittarius need to know for the week of the 26th of August through to the 1st of September? There's too many cards. Too many. Get grounded. There we go. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Okay, so all this intuitive energy that you were feeling by the beginning of the week, right? Spirit here is saying, slow it down, get grounded. Particularly, we've got loads of energies coming through in the ether at the moment. Sometimes it's difficult. We need to anchor that energy into Mother Gaia. Okay, so denser foods, perhaps, meditating in nature, putting your feet on the ground, using a grounding mat. I've got my own one, which I sleep in every night. You are feeling heightened energies this coming week. All right. So just slow it down, get grounded, do your breathing. All right. So that's what I have for you. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. And I will be moving on to the next one. Okay, next we have Virgo. Hello, Virgo. So this is your a little reading for the week of the 26th of August through to the 1st of September. We will start off with a theme for the week that you will be exploring, Virgo. What is Virgo exploring? Gateway. Oh my goodness. So, Virgo, you have a portal that's opening up for you this week. Okay. So the gateway card comes up when we experience something quite magical in our lives, something that is almost surreal actually, but it's like a quantum leap, a gateway, a portal into a new paradigm. So very, very magical week for you. That's awesome. Let us see what the cross of truth says for you. Oh. Okay. Current energy as you start the week as a high priestess, so that's exactly the same as Sagittarius. Desire, the Hierophant, what's working in your favor, the Eight of Swords. The challenge is the Ace of Cups, and the outcome is the Seven of Swords. Now let's clarify. I'm quite curious about what's happening. I'm going to clarify all the cards and lay them out before I show you and talk through them all right? Okay. High Priestess, we have Judgment. Wow, we've got a couple of major arcanas here. Hierophant, we have the King of Wands. Eight of Swords, we got the Five of Wands. Ace of Cups, we got the Ten of Pentacles. And Seven of Swords, we got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so you're starting off the week intuitively knowing what decision you need to make. It's clarified by the judgment call. Okay, so you maybe have been feeling a bit at a crossroads and not quite sure what your next step is. Okay, and I feel like you're going to get an intuitive hit. You're going to get like an internal pull, a nudge, and it may feel very like a crazy idea, like no. So it's a question of, do you go with your heart or do you go with your head? Could be referring to that, but the intuition is sort of telling you, nudging you to make a decision. And I would say, based on these cards over here, it's best to make that decision next week, because not making a decision is also recognized by the universe as making a decision. So judgment call needs to take place. The desire here is a Hierophant with the King of Wands. Okay, so for some of you, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but for some of you, you're looking for a high level of commitment with a significant other, which is a King of Wands energy, male, female, doesn't matter. It would be someone who's high spirited. Okay, maybe a bit of a leader, maybe a bit of an entrepreneur, very attractive, very ooh la la, all of that sort of stuff. So for some of you, you're looking for someone like that in your life. For others of you, you are looking to create that for yourself by allowing yourself to move through the regulations, rules, systems, and organizations in order to enable you to take that first step of taking the lead in a project, an idea, and you're wanting the assistance, the bureaucratic assistance. Okay, and then for others of you, if you are very much in an intuitive hit, this is taking the next step of your spirituality. It's going higher up the levels. We got the High Priestess and the Hierophant. That's like a royal couple essentially, but they're on a very high dimension. So you may be taking your spirituality to the next level. You might be taking the lead in something, might be guiding someone, okay, through spirituality, if that's where you're feeling more resonant with. Now, the interesting thing is that what's working in your favor, all kind of traditionally would appear to be negative, but it's actually extremely positive. What's working in your favor is feeling constricted and feeling like you're surrounded by toxicity and conflict. Okay, this is the thing that's actually empowering you to move forward. So with regards to your spirituality, if you're taking it up the next step, it might be feeling like you're on a bit of a roller coaster ride. Okay, but that's actually serving you because it's putting you into the space of transmuting those energies, okay, into peace. For others of you determined for love or determined to take on a new project, it is motivated by wanting to unravel anything that makes you feel trapped or jarred in the head or bombarded with energy from people around you. That's the thing that's actually pushing you. You see, we can always take a negative and turn it into a positive, you know. Sometimes when, for example, we're working in a job and we don't really like it, but it's like it's a bit meh, it's all right. It's not really pushing us enough to actually make a better change for ourselves. But if things in the workplace got really, really, really bad, it's like it's a no-brainer. You have to go, and then your life is better. It kind of has that sort of energy. Okay. Now, the challenge is Ace of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. So the challenge is it feels to me like there may be new love, or when I say new love, a new beginning that gets that comes from the heart. Okay, so that can be a person, that can be a project, that can be an idea, any of those sorts of things. And it feels like it's in your ether, but you feel like you might not have the time for it. Okay, Ten of Pentacles is long term, and it feels like you might not be able to commit to something, a new beginning, long term just yet. It feels a bit like a challenge. Okay, and it's like questioning that thing, particularly if you're starting a business, starting something new. It's really hard to know, how do I know if this is going to be, if this can be long term? Well, the idea is to just not worry about that part. Okay, and just see where things flow. But it is a challenge. So sense of security, sense of can I take this beginning and take it to the long term? Many of us don't know. I mean, tarot doesn't know everything. It just shows us the energies that are most in alignment with our trajectory at present. And then we make the best we can with those energies. All right. So it is a bit of a challenge. The best thing is to try not to focus on that, focus on the goal. Okay. Now, the outcome is the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. So it's a bit of a funny one, this one. It feels to me like you're looking at alternative remedies. Okay, now maybe this is with alternative health remedies, alternative ways about working around bureaucracy or red tape. But you're taking it slow, you're doing it very methodically. So I would say that if you're needing to do any kind of like paperwork relative to your work, even communications with loved ones, I'll be very tactical in my approach and very methodical. Make sure you read over it, make sure someone else reads over it, because I feel like it's like thinking outside the box. But I would say take your time with it. Don't rush it. Make sure you got all your facts and figures before you go ahead. Okay. Because I feel like the strategy, a new way of doing something, is going to serve you very well long term. Okay. So don't worry about the real long term sense of security. It's like the message, like a messenger's, is the space between point A and point B. That little travel that you're doing from point A to point B is where you're at now. So you don't need to have the end game, but just do that really methodically. Ultimately, the portal's opening up for you. So this is definitely a time to implement something. Things are like there's a lot that's actually working in your favor and driving you forward. So use that to your advantage. And part of that is kind of a quantum leap forward. So let us get a message from Spirit for you. What does Virgo need to know, please, from the 26th of August through to the 1st of September? Virgo. Oh, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay, so this is probably coming up with the whole that feeling of being a bit constricted, a bit trapped, where there's a bit of conflict that's causing internal conflict, and that is the motivating drive for you this week. Okay, so that's what's really pushing you to put the splintered pieces back together again. All right, so that's what I have for you. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated, and I will be moving on to the next sign, which is Pisces. Give me 2 ticks. Okay. So Pisces. Okay, this will be a reading from the 26th of August through to the 1st of September. Let us get a theme for you for the week. What is Pisces exploring this week? Now, when we explore things, we look at it in all ways, right? The good, the bad, and the in-between. Okay, Pisces. Flow, 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 flow. Don't force the wave or the wind this week. Go with the flow. Now, sometimes going with the flow makes us feel as if we're going so much further away from our actual goal, right? But sometimes if you go with the flow, you reach it faster than hitting your head against a brick wall, all right? Okay. Now we're going to look at what's working for you, the challenge, what's working, what your desire is, and the outcome. I'll lay all the cards out, clarify them before I show you, okay? You started with the Queen of Swords. Your desire is a Two of Cups. What's working in your favor is a Page of Swords. The challenge is the Eight of Wands, and the outcome is the Three of Cups, okay? So initially I'm feeling like the delay is the thing, like, oh, you feel like, oh my goodness, why are things taking so long? You know, they're not going fast enough, but actually there's good reason why. The universe is trying to catch up with you. I'll explain it shortly. Bear with me 2 ticks. I'm just going to clarify. A few more shuffles. I have a broken card in this little deck, and the broken card happens to be the Three of Swords, which is like a broken heart. And it keeps catching on the others. Okay. Oh wow. And the Three of Swords turn up. Right. Okay. Which is the broken card, and that was right in the middle. Okay. Queen of Swords with the Three of Swords, Two of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords with the Emperor, Eight of Wands with the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups with the Sun card. Okay, so the week is ending very well for you, particularly well if you just allow things to go with the flow and not force on anything. I feel like you're speaking out at the beginning of the week about your heart. Your heart is really the place where creativity comes from, where your creation, where you came from, all from the heart, all from love. Okay. Now, there's been something that saddened you, that made you feel like a loss or a bit broken inside. It could even be a physical ailment. Okay. And I feel like you're speaking up about it as you start the week. Okay. Queen of Swords is someone who can see things very, very clearly and is now prepared to speak their mind. The desire is a Two of Cups with Seven of Pentacles. So for some of you, you're looking at your position, you're looking at your relationships, okay? It can be, romantic, but it could also be relationships with business partnerships, family members, anyone where there's the heart is involved, a connection. And you're looking to speak your mind. And what it really involves is you are having a heart-to-heart. You want to have a heart-to-heart with someone you're close to, because you're looking at the situation, you're not quite sure whether you want to continue. Okay, so you are assessing what you've got, and that's, you want to have you want to know where you stand in a particular situation. Okay, so but again, go with the flow, because the flow card is very fluid energy, which of course Pisces you are, but it's the emotions are kind of moving, and it's best just to kind of let them breathe and go in their own natural way. What's working in your favor is a Page of Swords with the Emperor. Now, the Emperor can refer to a person in your life. Male, female, doesn't matter, but it's generally the masculine, divine masculine energy. Someone who's a real go-getter, has a handle on many, many things, likes to oversee a situation, knows how to get things done, okay, is very driven and prepared. Right now, there is a bit of a delay with this because you've got the Page of Swords, and this deck, it often refers to delays. Now, we'll still be in the kind of shadow energies of Mercury retrograde, which means that, precisely senior leptic 19, do not have the sun for new contacts on the resulting media for the medical chamber. I'm not quite sure what that means, Neo. They did not have to sign new contacts on the resulting media from. I'm not actually sure what you mean, but okay, I'll continue. I don't know if this is this reading that you're referring to. Oh, yes, it might be a bit dense, but there we go. Okay, so working within your favor, Pisces, is the delay. Okay, there's someone around you that you're very concerned about, very connected to, or you want to take the lead in something. Communication that's coming in, technology that's coming on will be a bit of a delay. Your ability to get things done will be delayed somewhat this week. This is in your favor. Allow it to happen. All right, because we've got a powerful positive outcome. Now, the challenge is the Eight of Wands with the King of Pentacles. So the challenge and the positive, pretty much the same thing. The challenge is it's not happening fast enough, okay? And you can't see the results of your efforts with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles wants things long-term. Long-term structure, all of that sort of stuff. So the challenge is it's not happening fast enough. But Spirit says, go with the flow. The outcome of the week is like if you go with the flow, things do come to fruition much quicker. And we have reason to celebrate and we have positivity on your side. We've got the Three of Cups with the Sun. So we have illumination, we have positivity, we have abundance, we have reason to celebrate. So perhaps partly reason to celebrate is by speaking your mind and coming and having a heart-to-heart with somebody that you're very close to. Or perhaps it's I just feel like the information that you're waiting for will come by the end of the week, but if you push it, it won't come in. And it's kind of similar to the Virgo, I think, reading as well. I think a lot of star signs, we're still in this Mercury retrograde where things haven't kind of been moving forward. They feel like they've been a little bit stagnant and we're like a hamster on a wheel and we're not seeing the results. But, cosmically, that's what's happening. So things will start to catapult much faster by next week, but still in that sort of shadowy energy of the Mercury retrograde. Just allow it to happen in its own time. So we'll move on to the last one, which is Libra. Last but not least. Okay, so Libra, let us get a theme for you for the 26th of August through to the 1st of September. Fulfillment. Your theme for the week is fulfillment, Libra. Okay, looking at ways to fulfill yourself. Maybe searching for the meaning of life, the purpose of what you're doing right now. And maybe you're gaining it. Maybe you're recognizing it's actually right in front of you. Let's see. We're going to do a cross of truth. I'll lay the cards out. I'll clarify them before I show you and talk you through them. All right. Okay, current energy starts off with the Knight of Wands, Desire, Seven of Pentacles. In your favor, the World card. Challenge is a 10 of Wands, and the outcome is a 7 of Swords. All right. Okay, under the Knight of Wands, we have the Judgment. Under the Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Under the World card, we have the Four of Wands. Nice. Under the 10 of Wands, we've got the Knight of Cups. Under the Seven of Swords, we've got the Three of Pentacles. All right, okay. So you're driven this week. You really want to get something finished, right? Knight of Wands with the Judgment, but it does require a judgment call, a decision that needs to take place. So I feel like you start the week like you're pumped, right? You're ready to go. You're ready to rock and roll, and you're driven by passion. But part of the passion is connected to a decision that you've made, a judgment call. Now, the judgment call is dependent on whether you applying yourself to something new or resurrecting something that's old. I have a feeling it's something that's already existed that you want to complete before you move on to the new. So in your favor, or your intention is you want to ensure that the work that you put in, right? And this is any kind of energetic work, energetics within your relationships, within your career, within your health, within your sense of spirituality, within your sense of self. Okay. Your intention this week is, am I getting everything I need out of this? I feel like you're wanting to bring home the harvest. You know, the Seven of Pentacles often talks as a harvest card as well. But as soon as you bring home the harvest, you need to prepare the soil and start to seed it again for sowing. Okay. It's connected with the Nine of Cups here. So this is something you really, really, really want. You're wanting to make a full completion, full scale, take things to the next level so you can kind of start on the next one. What's working in your favor this week is we've got the World card with the Four of Wands. So for some of you, you are going on holiday because the World card often talks about travel. Four of Wands often talks about holidays. Okay, so for some of you, the good thing that's happening this week is you're going on holiday. For others of you, you are making a finale. You are making a full cycle completion on a type of lifestyle that you've had. Okay. World card is the end of a major cycle, and it's reason to celebrate. And we arrive at the World card when we've learned everything we can about it, okay? About that cycle of life. You know, we can have small cycles and we can have really big cycles. But this is something to connected with your work-life balance, with your lifestyle, okay? And it's reason to celebrate. The challenge is you still feel, there's a couple of things that's going on here because you've got the Ten of Wands with the Knight of Cups. The challenge feels like you're still holding a burden. Okay, so even though the cycles come to an end, for you, I think you think that it's still not over. So there may be somebody who's pining over you, and you kind of are ready to take the next step. You're not wanting to return back to that energy. Or perhaps you're feeling a little bit, I want to say a little bit alone, separate from the situation. And it's a bit of a burden. It feels like you're so close to the end, and you certainly are, but you're wanting a little bit of support, but not from the wrong people, if you know what I mean. So it kind of gives me the sense of you're ready to move on, and there might be somebody who perhaps you've said goodbye to, and they might be, contacting you, and you kind of a bit like, I need to move on to my new next level. It's got that kind of energy, but it's just a challenge. Okay, it's just how you feel any situation. All right, and if you're feeling a little bit alone, a little bit isolated, that could also feel like a challenge. Now, the outcome is a Seven of Swords with a Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the outcome is thinking outside the box, right? With the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles is collaboration, working together, preparing something, repairing something, and making it better. Basically, working with others. So I feel like the decision that you had in the beginning was to bring something full circle, full cycle, and complete it to the best you possibly can. And that would really mark the finale of the World card for you. So bringing things together, bringing people together is where it's at for you. It's going to enable you to find new ways of doing things. Let us get a message from Spirit to end this reading. Thank you. Okay, so your message from Spirit this week, Libra, is inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, so the heart is where the home is. The heart is where everything happens or occurs, is driven from, arises out of. Okay, it's time to really connect with your heart space. Try and move the mind to one side, stay in the present moment, and find the heart of the situation in whatever big situations you're dealing with, or if you're having to work on something, complete something with compassion, with love, will be the way you can get there faster. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me here. Again, apologies, I had to split the reading up. I had a reading book yesterday, and it's just been absolute mayhem, and I really want to get these out to you. So this seemed like the quickest way to do it. So have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Take care.